And that's actually pretty good, right? I think it is. Creatures you don't control. I don't control hybrids. Huh? Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today Azur's control. However, this one will be very different. You already see some weird cards in weird spots. So, I've seen the comments, oh finally no Emperor. And you know what? We went with 0 Emperors this time. We have the alternate Emperor. And while you probably should not craft this card, alright? Just a disclaimer. It kinda can surprise a lot of players, because when this has the exact same cost as Emperor, it looks exactly the same as Emperor. It works different than the Emperor, and if you are smart about it, you can get a lot of value from this card, just based on how your opponent tries to play around Emperors. So, other card that you will probably find interesting is Behold the Unspeakable, the 5 mana Juggernaut Saga enchantment for the blue, and it kinda is a sweeper in a way, that also draws you cards and becomes a win con. So a lot of stuff going on, and it's just uncommon, so it's fun to play with. And the reason we play like this, normally you cannot go for it, because the minus means on the next turn the whole board is back, and you wasted your sweeper on nothing. However, this is the deck that started with 4 farewells. We were playing Dimir. We lacked farewells, and we said no more. Today we will just have as much as possible. So the whole deck is built around trying to play Celestus and possibly Teferi into farewell, having 4 of those. However, we don't play Sunfalls, we don't have the populates, and for this reason we are playing more early game removal like Smites, and Celestus with Smite is actually a small combo. We talked about it, but it's actually relevant. It's one of the ideas for the deck. You play it on turn 3, you ramp into this, and you can already remove the big creature that will survive, the Unspeakable, or like Squid that produces tokens, you know, this kind of stuff. And that is the idea for the deck. Otherwise, it's like a control deck. Usually we draw some cards, and we actually have more draw than usually, thanks to having this kind of sweeper that doesn't need to sweep, it just needs to give us 1 extra turn for farewell, and the farewell will win the game, because we can go Memory Deluge first for Discovery, and this is an extra cardo in a way, and it can be a heavy card. So if you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 4 cards, otherwise you scry and draw 2. So it actually gives you a lot of cards. This was one of the cards I really enjoyed since the start. I hope you like it. So rest of the deck you probably know. I really hope you will like it. By the way, I'm not sure what's going on, but today is a Toxic Day and everyone seems to be playing Toxic deck. And guys, if you play Toxic Dimir, please make good plays, alright? Watch the video, you will know what I mean. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe, and guys, really thank you for all the support lately. You are absolutely great, and it's so heartwarming to read all the comments. I'm glad you are enjoying the channel. I hope you will enjoy this one too. It's probably not the most competitive version of Azorius Control, but I know you want sometimes something fresh, and this uses a lot of new cards, so I think it will be interesting to watch. So, enjoy guys, and have fun. Alright, opponent goes first, no sweepers. It's looking pretty bad, to be honest. No smites as well. Definitely not our favorite hand. We have Celestus though, and Protector, so I hope we can make something out of this. Nice lands though. They look pretty cool. Right, MRF? Of course. MRF is always for it. And what's up with the Toxic today? Alright, so we go like this, and we pass the turn instantly, showing we have no removal. I mean, already, this is out of the window, now they know. And they went for the play. So this is indeed the Toxic deck. So before the proliferate, it will take a while, and we need to use it somehow. Let's go double blue for now. It doesn't show us that we have all the mana we need. Wedding announcement, I think, right? Celestus is nice, but farewell is not exactly what you want against this deck. Like, it helps sometimes, but it's not the thing. So drown in Ichor probably, right? I would guess. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I like it. Perfect. Let's trade 3 for 1. The true value of wedding announcement. The one true value. Oh my god, they do not expect it. I want to cast it now so much. Their proliferate is always 2 or 3 mana. And I will wait as long as I need to play the Protector. We're not blocking, so we get 1 Toxic this turn. When we get rid of the hybrid and start rolling, I think we should be super fine. Yeah, I mean, we don't get the tokens, so that's a little bit of downside, but I think it's worth exiling the hybrid. And we still have a strong creature that will be even stronger with Wedding Announcements. Alright, the attack. Alright, we block. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Interesting. Interesting situation. So they want to cast something in the end step, probably Augury, right, or something. So if we play Protector now, they might counter it, so we lose a lot of value. And our big play. Our board develops with 0 mana, so I think it's okay. Let's play the non-basic, just in case. And I mean, my friend, show me. You definitely have something. I'm playing a bit passively because my hand is like very low value right now. By the way, is Emperor better in this situation? I'm not sure. Maybe in this one, Protector is better actually. Alright, let's see the play, because this is what he hoped for, right? I mean, I'm fine with it. It kinda makes the same situation as the last turn. Let's see, is that a land? That's important, because most of their spells is 2 mana at least. So if they don't draw a 4th land, it means they can 1 spell, which is either a counter spell or a play. They probably want to Augury, get the hybrid, play the hybrid, you know, all this stuff. 2 mana. Sure. We could just farewell this. Honestly, this could be the best. And that means we don't go for Protector, they are tapped out, they have low mana. I think that's the play. That's a decent draw. Do we want to use Otawara? I can see the possibility. I can see the possibility. If I attack, they will block, right? Huh? Aggression time? What are you? A flyer. That's the answer. I fly. Oh, like it seems very weird. Maybe they think about Emperor first. Like we don't really lose anything. It's not a Sunfall, so it's not like we are getting the token. And we can get 2 damage. At some point we need to kill them before they poison us, right? See? Sometimes. It's so obvious that they just don't know why are you doing it. Alright, 1 mana counter spell? No, thank you. Very nice. So hybrid is gone, his board is gone, 4 cards, and they didn't seem amazing so far. Okay, that's a strong draw. That is a strong draw. We will play Celestus, and I think it's Otawara, man. It gives us some time. At the cost of value, but it's okay. I really don't want to get corrupted, you know, and he's low on mana, so we need to punish him as much as possible and just tax his mana as much as possible. Better than land, right? We could cycle it with Celestus, but normally I use Celestus as the live game tool, so I can buffer so many hits that I have time to cycle those cards. Against Poison, it's not like this. You want to stop it as much as possible, because they can poison you 2 or 3 counters a turn later, and that's a lot. You are not alive for a long time, and you don't have really interaction against them. Alright, so no Mirax token, no attack. Definitely not what we want on this turn. 7 mana should be enough for this game. Let's go into the night. I would really love to draw some removal so I can exile it. If not, we probably just exile an instant. If we have it, we don't. Alright, that's a card. That's a good card. Exactly, 7 mana, that's what we need. Alright, so I think we take this one, and I probably pass the turn. We have Smites. Alright, I changed my mind. We have so many Smites, man, and they are great in this situation, not later. Alright, so this will be a draw at the end step, sure. I never wanted to kill it with Smite, it was just a diversion. 4 mana. Show me what you got. I think that they will keep the mana and Mirex. Alright, they're going aggressive. This is something we could consider countering, honestly. This is a good card. And if they play something more, they flip into the daytime, which means we get free value with the light land cycling. It gives poison and another poison card usually, so you know it's a lot of value, man. Do I want to double spell? I really want to draw some kind of removal, man. And I will play probably one of the lands. So if I hit a non-basic land, that's what we discard. That's what we cycle with Celestus. Let's get rid of an island, I guess. Alright. That's the problem. I'm teched against burn and, you know, damage based. Poison doesn't care about this life gain that we have in the deck. So that's a small issue. So how do we do it? Another Memory Deluge, right? So it means we cannot play anything else. Now I really don't want to play during my turn. It's really bad. We don't need this mana for sure, so let's get rid of one of the tap lands. We need a lot of mana. Hard situation just because we cannot hit removal so far. Do we go with Wedding Announcement? Maybe you just try to pressure him with the Protector and just try to kill him. Maybe that's the play. I'm not sure about this play, but I will try. This might be a counter spell, but you know, we don't have one big card. Each of the cards is, you know, pretty major. So if they counter one, we have the others. And it cost him one of the last cards. That was a long hesitation, and I think he had some reasons to not counter it. So it is possible he has Bring the Ending in the hand. It seems like it, to be honest. Serum Snare on Celestus. Alright. We double spelled, I believe. Yep. So he denied us a draw, basically. That's a good play. Makes us more corrupted. Now he can start drawing cards and fixing the whole thing. And now he absolutely got going. However, we are starting to pressure him, and it will be more pressure than he hopes for. Hybrid. Bro. By the way, we have also 4 farewells. I mean, 4. Not 1. Alright. So how do we do it? I think we play the land. I could think longer, but it will be boring to watch, right? So we will play quicker. Wedding Announcement, probably. And we try to kill them as soon as possible. I think that's the play. And then we have 4 mana for Protector. It should be a Cove. And I shouldn't play the basic. And we attack. They will defend. They cannot make a Merix token. We are at 6 poison. The counter spell will be painful. I'm not sure if we can beat the counter spell, but we'll try. Nighttime. Of course we attack with 1. It's unfortunate that the Anthem effect will be so late. Like, we need those Anthems, man. But we can draw Elspeth Smite when we attack, right? So on his turn we can actually maybe negate some of the damage on the next turn. By damage I mean poison. Like, imagine if we cared about the life total and not those counters, it would be so much easier, man. Alright, show me the counter spell. I think you have it. Our small Emperor, it protects Cemetery. And if you have a counter spell, you should do it. It's 6. Man, he's down to 2 cards, that's something. If he counters, it's just 1 card. Alright, 1 to go. 1 to go. Man, that's actually pretty good, right? I think it is. Creatures you don't control. I don't control hybrids. Don't tell me you have the next counter. I will actually be extremely salty about it if you had a counter spell. Perfect. Now we attack. Oh boy, I want those tokens, man. I really do. So what? We are getting 4 damage if we attack with everything. I'm not sure if I care about the cards with this top deck. Right, this way we get the maximum value for the next turn, and I think we need it. It also might force him to block. Yeah, he won't attack because there's no point, right? But we need to pressure so hard that on the next turn he actually just sacrifices the hybrids, hopefully. Hopefully. Might not be the case. We go with Celestus. It's still daytime. Do we need more mana for the future? I think we do. We just need some 1-2 good cards, so if we hit right, it should be okay. It will be like 15-15 in stats, so it means Lifa. Oh boy, I wish I went down to 0 cards, right? A harsh game so far, but Wedding Announcements pack a lot of punch. We really needed this Protector to hit, because that was the main clock we wanted to do. And he's getting with the lifelink, so Proliferate should be here in his hand, otherwise he wouldn't prioritize it very high. Alright, do you want to attack? Do you know how Toxic works? He does. Alright, it's the opposite. It's fine, I knew about it. It's so fine. So, what do? We need to decide right now. Definitely not this card, but if we want to farewell, make disappear is what we need. But do we? So we could attack with everything, and depending how he blocks. This is a lethal attack, man. I will take a make disappear. I think it has its use. We have a hard counter spell as well. First, we attack, that's for sure. And we see what the blocks are. He probably doesn't want to give up the Venser. It puppets the corpses, as seen on the... Oh my god. Okay, let's not look. Anyway, he has only 3 mana, so it means 1 spell this turn, and he needs to make a good spell. Then Toxic decks are hard to make it work against like all the meta decks, but when they meet some kind... Bro, please. Okay. I was scared that he will just go with it. What would you say if... And this is why you play removal first. Because then if it gets countered, you know you can block with one of those creatures. And you don't need to scoop. My friend, you're playing Dimir, you need to show how to play control. This is definitely a big misplay. Alright, opponent goes first. We have the Smite on untapped land. I will definitely keep it. Our opponent has sleeves. Like, we have cards in the end, so let's see. Alright, Toxic. I actually do not mind Toxic at all. So, we probably need to kill their creatures, make disappear some enchantments. I mean, we need to hit a 1 farewell, and that will be enough to win the game. So, interesting one. We should definitely win this if we draw the right cards. That's all it takes, just draw the right cards. And they probably can, yeah, like we want to slow them down because we want to unleash the Teferi at some point. Probably even protect it. Okay, that's a decent draw. Probably not the best card in the deck, but something that is definitely relevant, especially with the tap lands. Do we want to take this hit? I think we just trade for cards. Make disappear on the next turn might be very useless. And here is actually really great, so, you know, good trade. Oh no, now he knows. I mean, he knows anyway, right? So we might as well think about it. I don't think it matters too much. I think we use it later. Michiko can be some punish. And you know what, let's go like this. We might not hit a basic, see? This way we get good card advantage for free, basically. They know about the Smite, so this will be their turn, they can do stuff. But we kinda stabilized our draws and that's the value. I think I will use the Smite at this... Oh boy, I will use Smite so hard. It's weird, he's really high Mythic, he should know what one white mana means. I think he might think about White March, maybe that's why he misread it. Kami, sure. So he gets it back, it's very, very slow. Land from the top is absolutely amazing, man. Honestly, it's really amazing. They want to play Kami and their enchantment. At best, they can have 2 enchantments. The chance is not super huge. I think this is a decent play. We'll see. It might turn out as a bad play, but I think it's okay. And I don't know, man. Let's go with the blue. It kinda shows that we maybe have a counter spell, so maybe I should untap the white mana. I probably should. So we showed that we don't have counter spells. I could put that artificial stop, but it's actually good because this is the spell they actually cared about. They wanted to kill it. So it's 5 damage, it kills Teferi, but we have Memory Deluge as our, you know, value card. Commune with Spears. Alright, that's actually a really good card for them. And there's the Mishiko. Alright. It absorbed a lot of damage, and we should, like, we just need to hit Farewell this game, and that's it. I mean, that's not extremely hard. Alright, Smite, being a bit dicey here. So we cannot deal with this one. They will copy it and just go super crazy. So let's counter it. And hopefully he attacks with the Weaver and we kill the Weaver. So that's a lot of damage, but not the most damage. We probably want to draw some cool cards though. Unfortunately it's above Smite already. We would really want to hit the Kami, but it was just, you know, a bit on the unlucky side, just not what we wanted overall. And that's the farewell we need. Do we care about the land, or we just behold the unspeakable? Next turn it will be farewell. How much do they need to kill us? 7/7, so they need 3 enchantments. I need some value probably after I play it. So this is a really hard choice. This is game deciding. If I make Dissipate, I probably make... This is just a cast, so even they might resolve a dock that gives them more cards. Let's go with this one. I honestly think it might not be the correct choice. I think make Dissipate was better, but I'm just greedy. Scrap. Alright, 1 card to go. They need to kill us in this turn, otherwise they should be losing the game. And they won't kill us on this turn. So, as expected, just cast the farewell. Alright, creatures, graveyard. Even though we have... Man, they don't have instant removal, so they cannot punish this, I believe. Just to be sure. Alright, I wanted to go for the graveyard because some decks like kill their own stuff, like Tenacious Underdog, and then you have still 1 in the graveyard, and it's super annoying. But not exactly in this case. So we go like this. I want to empty my hand. If I draw a land, I just behold the unspeakable. And I get a very good value. And they cannot compete with Double Wedding Announcement with so little cards. So the game is over. And we'll make sure that it looks over. We attack with 1. Just to send the message. No fear for Smite. Alright. I guess there's that. And they cannot really attack, they cannot lifelink. Of course, if it wasn't debuffed, we couldn't attack. But it doesn't punish us in any way. And it looks fancier, it's cool. Can I draw some cards? Yeah. Oh, you are both enchantments, that's so cool. I mean, we just wait 1 turn, right? Do I want to attack? No. Yeah, we just chill with Memory Deluge, bro. And this will mean that we have a pretty decent board. We can exile enchantments, so we kill their side of the board and not ours. And they cannot really attack into this, so in 1 turn they will explode. I mean, nice. We beat quite a high Mythic player in, I think, pretty decent game. Let's go with the more expensive one. Dissipate to make sure that everything goes according to our way. And Celestus. Because reasons. Alright, we transform. Unfortunately, in this particular situation, this is not needed for us, so we will exile it. Cool? Alright, it's a bit smaller, but it's still the correct play. And now we just counter whatever he does, and we will just, you know, kill him in a bit longer. Sure, 1/1. I mean, maybe we can make out the game out of this. It doesn't make a difference, but you know, theoretically he could try to pump it and force us to react, but we would react. Alright guys, our opponent is burning with enthusiasm for this game, so this hand not great, but on the draw nothing is great, so we'll just go with with average. Turn 1 duress, okay, no time to wait for turn 2 for plays, and let's see, perfect curve on the play so far, definitely easy for our opponent to go with it. But we activated Negate into Fateful Absence, so something might start to happen. There's no fail. I will still take this hit. With Invoke Gone, you can go a bit deeper into your life total. This is definitely not amazing, but we'll go with it. We are not getting any kind of creatures here, so it doesn't matter which one we will kill. They can cycle one of the cards, they can draw some cards. It's good for them. In all honesty, we will show a bit more cards. They didn't see this one on me. Alright, if they do something, I want to make sure that I have the priority. Oh, I see. And we'll actually try to fake, because showing that we have nothing for this particular turn is horrible. So let's not do it. Let's go like this. I think those are the correct triggers, right? And that's a sure that we also cannot punish, man. Negate definitely does not shine here. Do you prefer Emperor in this situation? The answer is yeah. We'll go with the Protector though and try to fight it this way. Definitely a lot of damage to our face very quickly. Let's see if they attack with everything. Oh man, that's so tempting. Oh, I cannot resist this. But the problem is that it's effectively 4 mana play, and they really want to tap out. So if we don't go for it, it really shows them that we have the Emperor. We don't care about the life gain, it doesn't matter at all. And I hope he won't attack with Shorted, because Emperor is so... And this is why, guys, we're trying to play Cementer Protector, because everyone expects the Emperor, and they work differently. Haha, gotcha! Gotcha. It kills us in next turn, but we have a gotcha moment, alright? It's worth it. So, let's see. We have an instant. I know, crazy. Let's go for instant then. Not super amazing. Please don't kill it in response, thank you. So it probably will die to something, right? But we get a good trade. That's a start. That is a start. So what? The life gain should be the next stage, right? They have the mana. Alright. Alright. They probably want to draw the cards, so let's tap this one. And let's get the blue mana. It doesn't make a difference, but when you untap the blue instead of white, it suggests that, I mean, that you have Negate in the hand that they see, I guess. So we could attack. It's not like we are going to block, right? It's not good. But, I mean, we are not blocking with it, so I guess. Every 3 damage won't matter. Like, it won't matter, bro. Alright. It's okay. We just absorbed 6 damage by Teferi. Oh my god, like, why can't I draw my other counter spells? Oh my god, the absolute punishment for Negate. Thank you. Do I care about this one? I don't. I care about Geek's command. We get a thing that can block shorted. That's something, man. That's a start. We won't get better than this right now. Alright, I will absolutely enjoy killing myself with my cards. Let's play the Deluge and see what we hit. I mean, we have... Oh my god. It's so bad, man. Let's take Otawara because it can take this back. We cannot play anything. Like, we play land, we untap 1, we have 3 mana in total, we have no legendaries. So we might take this one as well. The life matters. Life matters. And he has little cards. Alright. Let's go like this, I guess. Let's tap the Atari and untap the land, right? It will be a hard game, man. But maybe, just maybe, we can survive the onslaught. 1 damage. Yay, we have it. So close to killing him. So close. Oh my god, so close. So he will enjoy our good stuff, because we did not hit a good stuff. Couldn't he hit Negate? And I hit the Behold the Unspeakable to get more time and some nice card. Well, I guess against Charlotte we just need to remove one. Like, you know, a farewell to play 4 of. That would be a good start. Alright, so the Protector is gone. It kinda did its thing. And that's a Planeswalker. So they will hit with a Tally. And they just went all in. So if we hit farewell, we probably will win the game. Even after all of this. We go like this. So we die on the next turn anyway, I believe. So we might as well negate 1 more damage. Because if we don't hit farewell, and we really should at this point, man. Oh boy, it's not farewell. I mean, I cannot pay more than 4. Alright, one of those games. 2 No, not the 2 lands. Oh, I know what will happen. I'm taking it. Like, I should not mulligan 2 landers. I shouldn't be scared of them. I shouldn't have nightmares about them. I'm sure I will just draw a land from the top and draw another land and it will all be fine. Let's counter it. You know we won't draw this land, right? But please, Shuffler, this one time. I deserve it. Man, I told you, whenever I see 2 lands it's just, oh my god, I lost this game. And you know what? I'm at the point in this game when I'm just tapping main phase because I'm basically out of this game right now. This draw was absolutely devastating. Man, whenever I see 2 landers, I know this will be a game of nightmares, man. But honestly, you should not mulligan 2 landers, I think. Alright, only 1 turn. You know what? At this point, I'm taking it. Bring the ending. How much do we want to do it at the end step? I think we'll just try to pressure them. It gives them Drowning Ichor, and alright, so they have instant removal. Anoint, the 2 mana Anoint thing, probably. They might still have Drowning Ichor, maybe they didn't remove it with the instant because they want a nice juicy target for sorcery speed proliferate. Because they already have this poison counter, so it means that everything poisons us. 1 poison counter. This is the card I personally do not like in this deck because it's extremely slow. And I mean extremely. However, we are not the aggro deck, so maybe it will work for them. Let's see. I really want the Protector. We knew that he didn't have a counter spell previously. He drew, I think, 3 cards since then. Alright, you got it. I don't like it, but I will eat it, alright? If we can get Protector, just tap out, man. Just this one time, just play Drowning Ichor or whatever you like, just tap out fully, and I will thank you for it. I think they have a counter spell, but I still have to try, right? Like, we are getting nowhere if I'm not trying to push them. So bring the ending, probably. They drew it in last 3 or 4 cards. Alright. This doesn't get... Oh, but we are corrupted. Right. So it will be instant probably, right? In case they let us untap, but probably they won't. Yeah, so they will just... Oh my... Why would you respond with it? Bro, it's your end step. Man, toxic players are not familiar with control gameplay. I have to say after today, man, this is a huge misplay. Like, the whole point of control deck is not showing what you have. So even if he didn't have other plays, I would play differently knowing he has open mana. Especially that I just start my turn right now. So we want to go as wide as possible. We will probably attack with everything just for extra damage. And he's really thinking about this counter. Make Disappear. Perfect. That's actually a really strong draw. We go like this. We Smork. That's correct. We needed to hit one untapped land. Whew, that was close. That was close. Alright, probably this. I cannot afford so many lands. Honestly, I think it's Memory Deluge. We have this one. Out of 4 or 3? Let's go like this. I think it's more flexible this way. Now we play a land, we draw a card, we get another land, and now we have what? 10 power in the board. Man, this play, as a Dimir player, it breaks my heart. Less crayons, Mr. Gobbler. Alright, so 4 mana. He needs to do something very, very decisive, which is great for us. I mean, we will counter it and force him to have more. Oh, it's a 4. -4, -4. Okay. What's up? So he proliferates, of course, but we can kill him very quickly. And he needs another spell just to force us into reaction. And this one will be countered with no casualty. And we'll get more stuff. I think he's at 1, right? Isn't he? Basic land, so let's think about this one. I mean, it's 12 damage, man, that's a lot. So they need to kill us on the next turn, I believe. Alright guys, normally I like this card quite a lot, but probably not in this situation. They just scoop. They just scoop. So they didn't have a sweeper and they knew they cannot kill us in one turn. They probably had the cards, but not enough mana. It's usually really mana intensive to, you know, put 5 poison counters, like 10 mana worth. Alright, we're going first with Smite and a lot of lands, but we have Farewell, so it actually is a pretty good one. Right, we don't need 1 mana, because unless this is a Mountain into Haste creature, they cannot attack on the same turn. We have quite a lot of basic lands, which is good, because we have first for the next one. So let's see. The next turn will be a bit awkward, because that's the first one. We actually need 3 mana for Dissipate. Alright. So, let's go for blue, of course. Let's not make a silly mistake. Interesting. Seems to be some kind of Dimir or Esper control, maybe? We should have a decent matchup against them. So, I play a Cardo. And I actually prefer the lands over other stuff, I think. 1 Farewell can go and 1 Smite. One of the good things about the deck is that you don't need to be like paranoid about discarding Farewells. Like, you have more. You always have more. Let's see if they play something at the end step. Seems like it. It might be a toxic deck. The Proliferate doesn't work unless they poison us somehow. And to poison us, they need to do something. And indeed, they are. Bring the ending. And then what? I mean, then wedding announcement into Make Disappear, I guess. I could go for Make Disappear, but it only taps them. It's not worth it. Oh, nice. They also have the Hybrid, which is a better target for Dissipate, but if they are playing this one, like, we don't have a choice. So, we play Wedding Announcement. We want to make sure that we are not poisoned in any way. And I mean Wedding Announcement against Dimir. They need some kind of sweeper. Probably they should be playing Path of Peril or Geeks Command, otherwise it's, you know, not very viable deck. And, you know, it's kinda cheeses, right? You automatically lose to aggro, sure. But you can win other matchups better in a way. So let's see what type of version they're running. Play some lands, play some Wedding Announcement. Man, like, we're absolutely crazily punishing Dimir for not having this type of removal. I mean, that's why we have the Farewell, right? We just show them what's up. Oh boy. Sure, you can burn. This is one of the best cards in their deck because it poisons for 2 mana and also digs for another poison. So if they're wasting those cards, with us not being poisoned at all. I mean, I assume it's a poison deck, right? So far it's more of a Proliferate deck, but they probably should have poison as well. They might go like super all in, but no counter spells, no bring the ending. It seems okay. Thank you. Told you it's this kind of deck. Huh. Interesting situation, isn't it? Isn't it? So we can go wedding announcement and just get a lot of tokens. They might sweep and that would be bad for us, but we have make disappear. They can pay 4. It might get awkward. We attack with 1. A laser precision attack. We want all the stuff, man. I mean, that's a good board, isn't it? Please don't Path of Peril me, because I will cry. Oh no, it's Path of Peril, and I will cry. But they need a land as well, right? Without the land, they need a counter spell to supplement. And that's already starting to be a decent trade. Oh boy. Like, you know, we get poison, we get corrupted, but I'm fine with it. That's not the main play. Now, if they want to cast... like, it's 12 damage a turn. Exactly, bro. Like, this is one of the problems. If you don't hit a poison card fast enough, you don't have enough poisons. We were at 1 poison, man.